So this week I watched Transformers 1 and holy cow. So this film is one of the best origin movies for one of the best franchises that have ever existed. And with this starts to the cast, it could not have been better. Like it could not. Like Chris Hemsworth, who was incredible as Optimus Prime. You have Brian Terry Henry, who rocked it as Megatron. You have Keegan-Michael, who rocked it as Bumblebee with his humor and just his personality and everything. You have Scarlett Johansson. You have Lauren Fishburne, Steve Buscemi. I mean, what more can you ask for in this legendary star-studded cast? They were all perfection in their respective roles. This film, personally, should be considered one of the best of the year, not only because it was Transformers, but also because the animation, how sharp and 3D like it was, and the fact that it also had no humans. It was a pure Transformers movie, and the action, the humor, the story, the emotion, everything in this movie had everything you could ask for in the perfect Transformers film, and and the way it all led to the feud of Optimus Prime and Megatron could not have been better. It could not. I am not one for animated cartoon movies, especially for Transformers, but this one was something different. I mean, there were so many crowd pleasers, so many incredible action sequences. The music hits hard. Just this movie, there's not one dull moment in this movie that will make you want to, leave the theater, use your phones. I mean, this movie has the potential to be the same hype as one of the other top franchises that we have, such as any Marvel film or the Alien movie that came out recently. Like this movie should be considered a top five or possibly even top 10 at most of the year. Like I literally have no complaints. Now, yes, the main character is supposed to be Chris Hemsworth's Optimus Prime, but my personal standout has to be Brian Terry Henry's Megatron because in the beginning, Megatron and Optimus Prime were friends, they're brothers, they grew up together, and then once they found out the truth about their childhood, Brian Tyree Henry's Megatron, he had this certain drive and a certain goal to do what needs to be done, and he let nothing stop him in his way of doing that, which I can't say if he completed it or not, but let's just say things turned in a really dark way in this movie that caused a feud, and I can't say anymore, but Brian Tyree Henry's Megatron is my personal favorite in this film. Another reason why this movie was amazing, especially in cartoon 3D form, was because we were able to go more in depth with these characters and to figure out what led to this, why this happened, the backstory. Like this brought us into like a whole different storyline to explain more about these characters that we haven't learned in the past with those realistic real life movies with humans. So this movie, the fact that it was cartoon, we were able to dive deep into more of these characters in a more creative way, which made this movie more special than I thought it would be. And the fact that this movie had a screening a month, 2 months in advance of the before the actual release date next month on the 20th says a lot about their positivity, about their confidence heading towards the release of this movie, and shows how strong it will impact fans and how much it will do in the box office. Like it could possibly do like shockingly great on the first opening weekend. Now overall, this movie is not just a kids movie. It's a movie made for all Transformers fans, and it has heart, it has action, it has the humor such comedy. It has everything you can imagine in a pure Transformers film that's also incredibly 3D animated. Like everything, it's filled with sharp detail that will leave you impressed throughout the entirety of the movie. This film comes out September 20th, and please do your best to get your ass in theaters on opening night because this movie has potential to be top five of this year.